My boarding pass died in my hand. Just blinked red and flatlined. I didn't panic. Not anymore. Not after. Everything. I stepped aside as a line. Behind me groaned. The terminal smelled like old coffee and impatience. But all I felt was a steady cold hum under my ribs. I unlocked my phone. Two messages, both expected, both insulting. Mom, have fun walking home. Loser, Dad, stop acting poor. Take a bus like you. Should. Their timing was as precise as. It was cruel. They always struck when I was already on my knees, or at least when they believed I was, and that was the moment right there between gate 32 and a duty-free perfume display when I knew my plan was complete. Their faces would go pale soon. They just didn't know why yet. I wasn't always like this. Measured, distant, immune. There was a time I loved them, or thought I did when I believed their sharp comments were jokes, their manipulations were misunderstandings, and the endless comparisons were motivation. Back then, I tried to earn a version of affection. They dangled like a prize. But things shifted when I got into college on my own merits, when I started building a life that didn't orbit theirs. I saw the cracks in them jealousy, resentment, the kind of bitterness that makes a person sabotage anything brighter than they are. At first, it came a subtle digs, then sudden emergencies draining my savings and accidentally losing documents I needed. Then finally, the night I overheard them. I hope they fail. My father had said, voice cool as glass. My mother replied, they're too independent. Time to remind them who actually matters. Undeniable evidence. It didn't hurt. Not exactly. It clarified. And clarity is a powerful weapon. I didn't lash out. I didn't slam doors or cry. I simply stopped letting my emotions vote. Instead, I planned. While they were busy, underestimating me, I was studying everything financial laws, my rights, the accounts they used my name for, the debts they'd hidden under it. And when I realized how deep their theft had gone, how many loans and credit cards they'd opened pretending to help, a calm settled over me. Not rage, not despair, purpose. They taught me how to survive. Chaos. They never expected I'd use that. Skill against them. Over 3 quiet months. I built my counterattack with surgical precision. I gathered every document, screenshotted every abusive message, notarized every forged signature, spoke with a lawyer who didn't flinch at the size of the iceberg we were about to flip. Then I moved my accounts, froze the ones they were, siphoning and filed reports, fraud, identity theft, and unauthorized debt, all airtight, all traceable back to them, and only them. And because I knew pride was their real God, I made sure the fallout would hit their image first. The bank would call them. The investigator would question them. The lien would arrive at their door. Their borrowed luxury would disintegrate piece by piece. My ticket to a new life was supposed to leave that morning. They can let it, of course, using the last card that still had my name on it. But I didn't need the flight anymore. I needed to see their faces when everything shifted. I found them in the arrivals, area waiting to gloat. They always showed up to watch the damage they caused. Mom's smirk sharpened when she spotted me. Dad folded his arms, ready for whatever performance he imagined I'd give. I didn't speak. I just held up my phone. A notification pulsed on the screen. Your fraud report has been processed. Case now active. Another Your accounts have been released from unauthorized access. Then the third, the one that landed like a blade. The subjects have been contacted. Investigation underway. They watch the messages appear in real time. First, confusion, then realization, then dread, slow and suffocating. Mom's face, drained to ash. Dad's jaw twitched. That tiny tail he had when he knew he was. Cornered. You reported us. Mom. Whispered. I documented you. I said, there's a difference. Dad stepped forward, but this time his voice wavered. Do you know what you've done? Yes, I said. I ended the part where you get to hurt me. Around us, the airport buzzed on oblivious. Their world, however, was collapsing in the silence between us. I turned away. Their voices trailed behind. Fear, anger, please, all mixing into a noise that no longer reached me. Outside, cold air hit my face. It didn't sting. It felt clean. I walked toward the bus stop, not because I had to, but because I could. Freedom doesn't always look glamorous. Sometimes it looks walking away while the people who tried to break you finally feel the weight of everything they built. And as the bus pulled up, brakes hissing, I felt lighter than I had in years. They wanted me to walk home, so I did, just not the way they expected.